Probably a good Oasis song. What the? Would you go for a hike? It's a good
How
one.
many special people change? How many lives are living strange? Where were you while we were getting high?
All right. If you guys can still hear me, pushing, pushing. How's the microphone? Microphone check, 1 2. What is this? Microphone check, 1 2 1 2. The dungeon. They hit the bitters, the YouTubers. If you guys are wondering what happened to me on TikTok, I've been banned. I'm on a I'm on a 5 day ban. Five a 5 day ban. I broke my record. Apparently, they don't like when I make fun of myself. Let me elaborate. I'm quite hard on myself from time to time, and I'm actually about to have one of those moments with you right now. But I'm staying relatively calm about it. I took a couple of winning trades and I turned them into not such a winning trade. I'm a little disappointed in myself right now, and yeah, that's why if you're out there and you're trying to ridicule me, you got to come correct, my friends. Nobody's harder than me, than me. And by the way, if you ever do want to really, 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 here's how you do it. If you guys don't know, this is an email I got probably over 15 years ago when Solid and I were just toying around with this website. Somebody was very upset with me, and he wrote, "You intellectually devoid Neanderthal. You are an immoderately dejune and inordinately puerile imbecile. Nothing more than a pathetic charlatan and a profligate villain, purporting to be a clairvoyant and to possessing peerless business acumen. Why charge $200, you parsimonious dolt? Can't you comprehend that you're not funny and your supposed métier as a trader is incredulously apocalyptic and dubious?" And his sign off was, "Vapid fool, be gone." Now that's how you do it. And his next email stated, "Fuck you, you fucking fuck. I fucking hate you." And then a couple of more emails along those lines. But if you really want to make it count, get that thesaurus out and make it work. Do it the right way. I understand we're an emotional business and nobody likes to lose money, but my friend, if you can't take the frustration of a few losing trades, you're never going to make it. So let's talk about how I screwed this Tilray short up. Well, started out wonderfully as a gapped up stock. And, big fan of shorting stocks that are gapped up, that break VWAP. And you're looking at that chart saying, "Kenny, how did you screw that up?" Well, let me elaborate. I shorted some at 10, and where I normally would start covering at 970 and 960, I did lightly. And then it broke the multi-day. Instead of covering there, I started to add to it. And then here's where it got real dumb. It became a 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal, the trade that never fails. So I said, hey, normally I'm covering here at break even. And I even said to the public, as the stock got to break even, I said, this is where they'll probably put up a fight. And this is where I normally would be covering. But instead, fool that I am, I decided to add to the position. And then it did go negative. It was a profitable trade. And I decided to overstay my welcome like every other schmuck shorting this market. And I turned a wonderful, profitable trade into not so wonderful, as I had to eat the trade at 931 and the rest at 938. And now I have officially banned the stock. And I took a lovely, lovely short trade and turned it into not so lovely. Whilst I looked at my friend Open, which I have traded perfectly up until today, and I said, you know what? This one I'm not going to short because I do enjoy myself a short squeeze, knowing that shorting is short lived and you're going to die. And this stock, as much as I am rooting for the internet lunatics who think the stock's going to 120, I'm rooting for their demise. It is a fantastic trade, stock to trade, because each and every time it tries to go down, it tends to find some love and the shorts get squeezed. And that is the concept of making money in a market that hardly ever goes down anymore. So even if it's an open or a SID-U or a Tilray, we look for the wonderful faux show bros. Yes, yes, yes. Please keep texting me. I love it. So here's the concept. It broke the VWAP. It came right back, tested from over here. And instead of buying that, I decided to short more Tilray, which was a great choice. And I missed this wonderful trade breaking where I was hoping to get involved with the 750 calls and buying the stock. And here's the best part about the description of what I'm doing. None of this mattered to anybody except for me, because I teach the concepts and you trade the concepts, not what I'm doing. As we've been talking about this for now pretty much 25 years, it's not about me. As much as we make it fun and exciting, and I'm pretty hip to the market environment, you do not want to be following me penny for penny, step by step. You want to follow the VWAP and price action and become your own independent trader around the key concepts that Kenny Glick and Solid Jello are bestowing upon you each and every day. Because there are days where I just do some completely foolish things, like owning a stock that goes down every day, right? Like SRAD. As I've been telling you guys to short it, do you know why I've been mentioning this as a short over the last 5 days? Because I own the dumb fucker. Because I own it. And I'm a bag holder. Because I bought the faux show, I got the bro, I got greedy. And instead of saying, hey, okay, this one's over, it's okay to be wrong, just don't stay wrong, I decided to stay wrong. And I knew it. And I knew it was going to get worse, but I decided to say, let's see what happens. And you know how much better a trade gets when you say that out loud? Let's see what happens. Well, guess what happened, kids? It dropped another 15% on its way back down to 20. So, what's the theme today, my friends? Do what I say, not what I do, or do what the stock market is telling you based on the lovely ebb and flow of VWAP and multiple time frame VWAP, otherwise known as anchored VWAP or the multi-day. So let's go back to when the day was fantastic, and that was way back at 9:30, where everything was going right for us, even a QQQ short. Yes, yes, the QQQ short. I know, but Kenny, you say never to short the Qs, but you can. When you get that wonderful blow off top, roll over, head and shoulder, VWAP break, test from underneath. But then you remember rule number 2, or maybe rule number 1A of shorting the Qs. Shorting is short lived and you're going to die. So, whilst the market came down and it was a decent short, remember, fake them out, shake them out, VWAP break. The long trade was much better. And then, even though this short worked for about 10 minutes, fake them out, shake them out, VWAP break. And then, of course, the big one that we're involved in right now, as we get rid of all these lines, let me clear up this chart for you. The concept is, and if you haven't heard this one before, somebody wake up Joe or Jimmy. Wake up Jimmy now. Ready, Jimmy? Maybe you'll get it now, once and for all. Say it, Jimmy. Say it. The market never goes down. Oh, I know it did, Jimmy. I understand. I've actually was there, as I'm always there because I hardly leave my house. I witnessed it. Yes, I know it went down. And where is it now? The highs of the day. So the concept is, why not short? That's a double negative for you idiot, for you people out there. Double negative, that means don't short something. So why not do that and just stay on the side of righteousness, knowing that the market doesn't go down anymore? Stocks go down, like SRAD, of course, and some other piece of shit I'm sure you own, some bag holder, worthless garbage that you probably should be out of. And again, if you say to yourself, hey, you know what? I probably shouldn't be in this. You know what the easiest thing to do is? Sell it. Rip the Band-Aid off, own it, and move on. Because it's only going to get worse. And then you're going to sit there frustrated, and that frustration will cause you more pain than just the money you're losing. It will cause you the opportunity to take advantage of the next trade that you know you should be doing, which will work. But here you are just stewing about some garbage that's still in your account, and that's all you care about because you're bent, or as the poker players say, you're on tilt. And it's very difficult to get out of that tilt, or that tizzy that you might be in. Don't let the frustration overwhelm you. Don't let that one that one bad trade become a terrible trade, because that's what generally happens. That small loss then becomes a larger loss, and that larger loss then becomes detrimental to your trading career even. And next thing you know, it's 2 months later, and you've been saying the same thing for the last 2 months. Man, I should have sold this stock. It's just a piece of garbage stock. It doesn't care about you. Why care about it? Move on. There will be another trade. So, ladies and gentlemen, take my words under advisement. Understand that this is the most frustrating thing you could possibly do to yourselves. Understand that it is hard. And understand that we got an IPO now, so let's just all load up on it. Let's go. AKTS. Yes, AKTS, an IPO right coming out live as we're doing this show. And it just hit a big fat hole number 28. Let's take a look at it. Why not? I could only make this day a lot worse by buying an IPO at the open. That's a great idea. But let's talk about IPOs for a second. Let's pivot. So you see how it hit 28 and it also hit 27? That's all you can base it on right now. Breaks 28, stock goes to 30. Oh, there it goes. You brought it, and now it's at 28.35. Sell some. It's an IPO breaking a new high. You know what happens when stocks break up new highs? They usually go to the next whole number. Look what it just did, 29. Now, if it breaks 29, where do you think it's going to go? Probably 30. And if it goes to 30, guess what? It's probably going to go to 32.50. And all this brought to you by 1 point of risk, because you know when it breaks 27, it's going to go to 0. So if you just bought some at 28, congratulations, sell some and take that money. And remind yourself that shorting the Qs is the dumbest trade you'll ever do in a market that's right, Jimmy. I know you're out there. The market never goes down. Fantastic. All right, Q's new highs. And if you are trading this IPO at the open, you are psychotic. All right, all kidding aside, nobody short the Qs in here, right? Please, for the love of God, stop it. Right? So the running joke here, if you've just met me, hi, my name's Kenny Glick. I've been trading for quite some time. I have completely lost my mind. And why have I lost my mind? Because I actually, for quite some time, thought the market could go down. I've seen it go down. I've seen it crash. I've seen corrections. I've made a lot of money way back about 26 years ago, shorting the market. And ever since that time, I still hold on to this idea that the market could actually go down. And every day I'm reminded that I'm wrong. And it's annoying is not the word for it. It's bewildering at this point. All the concepts that I learned about valuation and overcrowded trading, volatility. I remember when math used to matter to me, like EBITDA and earnings per share. None of that matters anymore. We're in a market that everybody wants to be involved in. Also, it's algorithmic. So if you are a shorter, there are concepts and moments where you're forced to cover as a non-delusional trader, right? So what we do now for a living is we take advantage of me, the shorter that, well, again, I don't believe anymore now. I mean, somewhere in my brain, I do believe we'll have a correction again in sometime in March or April. But again, while we're waiting for that, the concept is the market never goes down. So what we do on a daily basis, my friends, is we wait for the validation of that ridiculous concept because we all know the market does go down from time to time. But most of the time now, we don't. So as traders that are trapped, or for lack of a better word, trapped in a bull market, as I feel like I am, I love volatility. And let me elaborate on that conversation. Wait, let me join in with my facial expressions to exasperate and exaggerate the concepts I'm about to bestow upon you here at the Hit the Bid chat room, also on the YouTube and in the dungeon. Wait for it. I'll be right back. And here we are. Hello. Hello, all 27 people watching me. Good to see you. You'd think I'd have more than 27 people watching me after doing this for almost 20 years, staying in the business, even throughout the frustrations and the highs and the lows of my career. But now I'm on a mission, my friends. My mission is to not make the mistakes that I have made, to avoid the frustration of trading, to stay focused on the concepts that work. And these concepts are price action, volume weighted average price, gap fading, gap reversion, and of course, focusing on volume weighted average price, which is the algorithmic language of the market, which in fact is the entire market itself now. It is one lovely computerized program that we call the rigging of the market. And we prove it each and every day using price action back at the market to participate in the ebb and flow of these markets. As one person said, if you do truly believe the market's rigged and you have the rigging, you should be able to make money. And I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir, we can. But when you do stray from the path of righteousness, when you stray from the path of volume weighted average price, when you stray from the path of what you know works, and maybe dip your toe, maybe you dabble, maybe you attempt, maybe you give something a shot. How does that work out for you, ladies and gentlemen? Does it work out? No. I am living proof as I blew a trade that was profitable, disrespectful to myself and my family's well-being, taking a profitable trade and turning that into a loss. I should be flogged. Flog me. I should be scolded. Scold me. I brought this pain upon myself, so I should be able to accept it. Yes, and I have accepted it, and now I have moved on, knowing that it's just one day, only one trade. There will be others. I will do dumb things again. As your leader, I should be leading by example. As your leader, I shouldn't make these dumb mistakes, but I'm only human. I am just only one man. So my goal in life, yes, welcome to the show. It is great to see you here. After 35 years, you would think that I would never make a mistake ever again. Knowing the concepts, appreciating the concepts, accepting the VWAP into my life. But yay, here I am. Greed overcoming me. Greed dictating what I did today. And how did that dictate? Not so good. I could tell a joke about a glory hole that I worked in on exit 58 off the Garden State Parkway now, but I won't tell that joke. So what we do here, ladies, gentlemen, furries, young and old, we embrace concepts. We use pattern recognition. I recognize that pattern, so do I. Hey, what's up, Mr. Pattern? I recognize you. I recognize you too. We take that pattern recognition and we bestow that onto the chart, which is clean and beautiful, with only one or two lines on it, otherwise known as VWAP and multiple time frame VWAP. Yes, only those two lines shall set you free. Only these two concepts shall bestow you the wisdom needed, not just to survive, but to thrive. Not only to learn as you drop the L and earn. As you learn, and then you earn. As you learn, you earn. One false step, knowing as you stray from the path of righteousness, death and destruction await you. Why stray from the path? When it is led to riches and wealth beyond your dreams, success, staying on the path, but yet you stray, knowing the perils, knowing the dangers that await, yet you stray. Why? Why do you do this? Ask yourself. And that is the moment that we're sharing here together. Self-analysis, self-reflection, and understanding oneself, and accepting one's flaws. Understanding, education, acceptance, yet denial. There would be good music right there, right? Hang on. Take two. Welcome to the sermon. VWAP will change the way you train. If you let it into your hearts, if you believe, own it. The discipline needed, instilled, frustration dissipates. Now let's get down. Woo! So yeah, my friends. Yes. Yes, it's like that. It's like that. Turning a winning trade into a losing trade. Oh, baby, does that piss me off? But I'm using this moment as self reflection. I understand what I did. I've accepted what I did. What can I do now? As my wife says, you can't do anything about it now. Own it, embrace it, learn from it. So, you bag holders out there with some stock you shouldn't own, you know what you should be doing right now? Sell it. So let's take a moment. Go into your account right now. Look at your portfolio. Look at those stocks that you're in your account. You know you have one, probably two, probably three. And you're sitting there, oh, if only they would come back. If only I could wait it out. I'm here to let you know it's going to get worse. Rip that Band-Aid off with me, my friends. Make today that cleansing moment that you need as we are about to launch ourselves into a new industrial revolution, a new bull market that has begun, all revolving around the concept of volume weighted average price. Transcending all bull markets and bear markets, transcending all market environments, understanding market mechanics. Finally, yes, you too can be a profitable trader. If you just take your brain and put it aside, take your feelings and put them aside. Understanding you will be wrong. Trades won't work. Say it with me, my friends. It's okay to be wrong. Just don't stay wrong. It's okay to be wrong. In fact, hug yourself while you say it. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong. Hold me. If you need a hug, my address is 2 Molly Pitcher Road in New Jersey. You can come to my house. I do love to hug. Hold me as we hold each other. It's okay to be wrong. Just don't stay wrong. Why endure the pain that you're in right now when you could be free? Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Thank you for being here, everybody. The collection jar will be going around in a minute. I appreciate things that jingle, but I rather have things that fold. What movie? You better know that one. Eddie Murphy. Thank you. Thank you. Collection jar will be out, right? Shuffleboard will be on the Lido deck in about 20 minutes. We'll also be doing karaoke at 2. And yes. Insane, yes. But the fun part about insanity, it's right there with genius. It's very close. I'm not sure which one I am yet. My wife tends to sway to the insane. Some say genius, some say insanity. Or is it any of this actually happening itself? We could be just hallucinating this moment completely coming to America, correct? Give that person a prize. By the way, I will be going to the post office today, sending out free presents. And if anybody would like a free gift right now, everything that I just spoke of is in a lovely book here on my website. All you got to do is download the PDF. It is known as Failed Traders. So right now, take a moment and go into the section where it says Files. And I would like you to read this book, Failed Traders, 20 Common Mistakes by Every Trader. Basically, everything in that book is me. And somehow I've managed to survive. Sometimes I question how, why, how has this even happened? Why am I still doing this? I don't know. But my concept right now, my position in life is I'm making some it's amazing I still make some bad decisions throughout the day. I came in with purpose, determination, and of course, a watch list that was pretty good today. Because you all know you need a watch list, right? And our watch list was 2 stocks, OPEN and Tilray. And you should be asking yourself, how the fudge did I screw that trade up, right? I explained it to you, right? It was greed. It was greed. I was like, yeah, I'm going to show this stock who's boss. I'm going to short more when I probably should be covering it. And how'd that work out for me? Well, it didn't. And that frustration kept me out of the next 2 good trades. And by the way, let me show you one more trade, my friends. And it's not AKTS, but this AKTS, this is an IPO actually did just come out while we were sitting here doing our sermon. Today's high, 29.16. That's where I probably would buy it because IPOs that break the IPO price is pretty good. Speaking of which, somebody said that NAVN looks like shit today. And I said, I know, but have faith, my friend, because the stock is under accumulation. Stocks that are under accumulation tend to go down first because they're trying to accumulate it by manipulating it down to shake out the weak hands. And then the stock shows its true form, strong like bull, on its way into the 20s, maybe even the 30s, and possibly into the 40s. Wait a minute. There was one other stock I want to talk about. I forgot what I was going to say now. See, I need cue cards. Where's the cue card girl? Forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, man. Yeah, so anyway, you feeling better about NAVN now? Here we go, right? Now I forgot what I was going to say. There was another trade I wanted to show you that was pretty awesome. Not the open, not the V. What was it? Damn it. Damn it. I had something I needed to talk to you guys about. It was a stock. I don't even remember what I was going to say. Oh, right. Alcoa, you son of a bitch. Come here. The only other trade I got going on right now. So let me talk about this trade for a second, right? Over the last 24 hours, and I'll be doing this on my set. This is going to be one of my main talk. Oh, wait a second. Do you know this song right here? Come on. You mind if we have a musical interlude? You guys know, do you ever watch the show Godfather of Harlem? It's a period piece. It's a great show. You know it. You love it. I mean, very great cast. Not enough people talk about this show, and it has one of the best opening theme songs of any show ever made. Let's go. Wait a second. I gotta get down.
Trying to touch 10 figures.
What's up? I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. Let's get down. Not safe for work, by the way.
Lay on my back watching the ceiling fan. I had a dream to touch a kilogram. I seen your bitch through my gazelle shades. Skull and bones till I die, nigga well paid. Got on my khakis out in Tallahassee. Sahara Desert and I'm even flashy. Still at odds with the Irish mob. Rolls Royce down Malcolm X Boulevard. Lord, these niggas really out here praying on me. Got the 40 on me and the stand on me. Snow white mink like I'm Dutch Schultz. Run the books and let me show you how the numbers look. You can't be lucky like you Luciano. The kilo coming like they do pianos. Fat boy got the big body. coast to coast, I can shoot product. They wanna see you up in Alcatraz. Forbes list, say wall, and you falling fast. Fuck this, hell no, nigga want it back. 8 figures count it all, and I call it cab. Get a drift, time to get a lift. I'm getting rich, so it's hit or miss. Open up my window again. Open up my window again. I can hear death calling my name. I can hear death calling again. I swear to God, things ain't gonna change. I swear to God, things ain't gonna change. I keep a revolver with your name. I keep a revolver with your name, just in case. I'm a hood
DMX.
I know why they love me. I'm on some underground shit, just like the subway. Battle niggas in the streets and murder whoever you put on this fucking stage. I'm the fucking plague, I'm global warming. I'm the Ebola virus, my niggas is pirates.
I'm gonna get banned. I'm gonna get banned from YouTube too. By the way, I'm on my 5th day of being banned from TikTok. So anyway, I want to talk about this Alcoa trade because literally this is one of my favorite trades. And it's because I'm jaded, it's because I'm cynical, and it's because I don't trust anybody. And that's why VWAP, when I say VWAP has saved my life, this trade that I do, right? You guys still following along? Did I lose anybody here? You in the back, pay attention. This is the important part. Wake up, guy. This is the important part. You've been waiting, I know, 20 minutes to get to this point. But here it is. Wake up. Here comes the important part. You ready? Watch. So I don't care what your opinion is, right? VWAP is more important, right? It's more important than your opinion. It's not speculation, right? So I was a market maker back in 1996, and I learned the dastardly business that it is. It's manipulative. It's especially when there was only 2 market makers controlling an entire float of the stock. It was a different thing. It was a penny stock scam where I worked. Just absolute awful. And I got into the industry as a penny stock broker, and then I became a market maker. I worked with this guy who basically taught me everything there is to know about trading. He was the market maker of these penny stocks, and he just showed me what he was doing. And they were basically manipulating stocks because they could control the whole float. Fast forward 30 years, the manipulation is everywhere. But the most blatant, easiest form of manipulation this market has, and before I get to this point, when you hear an upgrade or a downgrade, right, and you see it on your news feed, whether you're looking at Thinkorswim, the news feed, and you'll see your upgrades and downgrades. JP Morgan downgrades Alcoa to underweight their price target from 50 to 45. So just in that sentence alone, how ridiculous is this industry? So they're downgrading the stock, but raising the target. Okay, right there is ridiculous. Okay, so they're downgrading the stock, raising the target to a price that is 10 points below the current value of the stock. Does that make sense to anybody? No. But the point here is the upgrade and the downgrade that makes it to the news feed. These analysts that know they're going to be published is the easiest form of manipulation in the market that is possible, because they know that the retail traders who use the news glom onto these ideas and believe still, unless you're jaded and cynical and you know me, they still believe that these analysts know something that we don't know, that they went to school for this and they got their MBA and their degrees and their masters, and we should understand that they know more than us. That's the illusion or the delusion or the manipulation. So when you can see this stock is an easy breakout in ripping ever since this stock, we bought it at $41 on the monster breakout. And then yesterday it got downgraded. Downgraded. The stock's in an obvious uptrend. Do you know why JP Morgan downgraded the stock? Do you think he's trying to lend you a hand in giving you a heads up onto a valuation problem here in Alcoa, suggesting that maybe you should sell it? Because that's what he's suggesting. The real reason he did it is because his hedge fund friend Bob, has been accumulating Alcoa with a target of $80. See, that's you don't read here. They're accumulating the stock thinking it's going to 80 and 120, and they haven't bought enough yet. So he calls his friend over at JP Morgan, who knows that he gets published on Thinkorswim, and says, hey, do me a favor. Downgrade the stock. I don't know, just throw some bullshit number out there. I don't know, $40, $50, doesn't matter. Do me a favor. I'll throw you 20 grand. I'll buy you and your wife dinner when I see you. I'll give you 20 grand in an envelope. Cool. Click. So yesterday morning, Alcoa was down on the downgrade, right? And then what does Kenny Glick and his minions do? We understand that the analyst that publishes is the criminal. You want to listen to an analyst? Find the ones that don't sell their advice, like Don Corleone and his friends. They don't sell their advice. They're working for private equity companies, doing their math, working their magic, really trying to help people and themselves. They don't talk about what they're doing. Those are the analysts you want to trust, who give you VICR at $50, who give you ONDS at $2, not being publicized. But the Goldman Sachses and the JP Morgans who know they're out there, they're trying to manipulate your mind and shake you out of a winning trade because they want to accumulate it more. So the downgrade and the upgrade, the downgrade is the most blatant way to manipulate the market. So now fast forward, or now let's bring in the only truth left in the market, which is volume weighted average price, because that is institutional, Bob and his hedge fund, institutional money flow. Are you following along? So now you understand that they're trying to manipulate you, but you don't fall for it because you got the fake out. Hey, where's all that work I did on the chart? Oh, did I just get rid of it? I did all that freaking work. Oh, I erased it. I did this whole workup on the chart. I forgot to save it. But I'll show it to you here again. So this is yesterday. We understand that the market's trying to be manipulated by JP Morgan, so we don't fall for it. So then what we do is we wait for the validation of my jaded, cynical nature and the manipulation to show itself. And that is the fake them out, shake them out, VWAP break. And not only did it break VWAP for a profitable trade, but then it confirms the scam by coming back to the VWAP as the hedge fund who set to buy on the downside starts to profit from the manipulation, and so do we. Because when you use VWAP, you will no longer be manipulated, you will be the manipulator. So, and then we got this wonderful trade that went from the blue line to the orange line on a lovely downgrade. We were long all day. Fast forward to today, using that same concept as they're trying to manipulate you, we wait for the coveted fake them out, shake them out, VWAP break, and Oracle continues to pay us as we got paid all the way up to 63 today. Once again, holding the VWAP, providing another low risk trade for entry right in JP Morgan's manipulative, dastardly, dubious face. And that is trading. So if you're jaded and cynical and you're untrustworthy, let VWAP into your life because it is the only truth left. Can I get an amen from the guy in the back? I'm waiting. Can I get an amen from the guy in the back? And by the way, if you are joining me in Vegas and anybody happens to be sleeping in the back, we're gonna draw something on the guy's face. We're gonna draw a VWAP. Of course, we'll use disintegrating ink. We don't want to be rude, but there was a guy back in 2012 sleeping while I was doing my presentation, absolutely dead asleep. And I'm yelling, guy in the back, guy in the back. Didn't even budge, to the point where I said, hey, somebody go over this guy with a mirror, see if he's breathing. Because these Vegas seminars, there are two people there. People that actually want to learn something, people who want to understand, get some new concepts, maybe, find some cool ideas and meet some people. And then you've got this group of people that just go there for the free shit, like the squishy toys. I mean, I love myself a squishy toy also. Who doesn't, right? Gotta love this, right? Bull and Bear squishy toy. My hat that I have that I love so much. I had to fight a guy for it. As a matter of fact, I think I lost that hat finally. I'm sad. My Thinkorswim hat. But there are just it's 50% of people that are actually there with the purpose that want to learn, but then the 50 other people that are just there for the free pens. Like my uncle, that's what he would go to like symposiums just to get free notepads and post-it notes. Post-it notes, you guys still use those? So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, another day, another dollar, right? In the wonderful world of the market never going down. You guys have a good day today. I hope you guys did. I hope you guys get the concept. And the takeaway today, other than the manipulative nature of the market and upgrades and downgrades and VWAP, not being greedy, don't get frustrated, getting rid of your trades that aren't working, all of that stuff is that's how you stay in the business. And you got to really appreciate all that stuff. But the main thing is that this whole concept, this running joke, tongue in cheek, we all understand the market can go down, right? We've all seen it, right? But I'm just pointing out the obvious. It never stays down. It hardly even stays down during the day. Even yesterday, when it was a bearish type of day, yet there was a pretty decent move, later on that day where we made some money buying the Qs. The faux show bro still showed up. He made some money on a long trade. But the more important is today. Look at the depth of insanity right there, right? First of all, we did get to Fat Finger Freddy. So Fat Finger Freddy, if you don't understand, is another moment of proof that the market is not only rigged, it's pre-programmed to go to certain prices. And every once in a while, they slip it in there, and it tells you where it's going to go. So if you get through the 1 minute and the multi-day, you quite often will go revisit Fat Finger Freddy. And then that was a great time to cover and go long, fake him out, shake him out. But this market was so dastardly today that it actually tried to go down a second time by breaking that recent low and then yet still coming back. So if you are trading the way I'm trading right now, I'm not shorting the cues any longer. Even when the setup is there, I'm choosing not to. And it's a good choice, opposed to my adding to my short early on Tilray and not buying the open and the other series of bad choices I made today. This choice is clear. I'm not going to short a market where this trade shows up every single day. So I'd rather be on the right side of the VWAP and the right side of righteousness and continue to exploit who I used to be. Because I used to be a shorter that made money. I don't anymore. Granted, there was a 2 week there at the end of November, which I had a pretty good run. But I knew all along, ain't going to last. It's a moment in time, and that moment will be over before you know it. And voila, here we are. But all of that being said, my friends, still, no matter what your attitude towards this market is, allow the VWAP to then validate. And that was the point that I was trying to make with the Alcoa. Whatever your jaded, cynical nature might be towards the market, if it is the same as me, I still allow that jadedness to be validated by the concept of the faux show bro VWAP break. And it happens every day. And the validation is here. The validation is real. And you could profit from it. And to avoid the frustration, choose not to short. Because then you'll see it even more clearly. Here's where I used to go short and I used to lose. Now I'm going to be the other guy. Oh, here's where I used to lose. Now I'm going to take advantage of what I used to do using the concept of the fake them out, shake them out, VWAP break, and punish the people that still don't understand, because this is a game of wins and losses. And the way I look at it is we are taking money from the victims that still think that you can make money as a shorter, because you can't. You can for brief moments of time, but literally you can't. So why not keep taking advantage of them by using the fake them out, shake them out, VWAP break, 1 minute multi-day VWAP, and then look how lovely. And this is what I love about it so much. Let's say you did miss that first fantastic entry. Comes back, holds the prior day VWAP, holds the prior day VWAP, allowing you back in with a low risk trade. Because if each trade you take now going forward is small risk for large gain, then inevitably, even with a terrible track record and a terrible win-loss ratio, you'll come out ahead. As long as you follow this concept, where you understand that whatever you think is about to happen or what you are going to speculate on it, why not just give it a moment and let it be validated by VWAP? So let's show you, I want to show you another trade that's happening right now, APLD. Why APLD? Why not APLD? We kicked ass on this stock yesterday. So we go right back to it. Q's new highs, by the way. How's that working out there for you, Jimmy? You're still short the Q's, right? You and Gail from like $68 a share because the market, yeah, any day now, Jimmy. Any day now, Jimmy, right? Any day the market's going to crash and it's going to own me, right, Jimmy? Any day now. Any day now, right, Jimmy? Any day. Right, Jimmy? Any day now. Or stay focused, right, on the concepts that work, going back to the same stocks that cooperate, right? And look at this monster trade. Let's clear this. Let's clear that out. You guys, so why are we looking at APLD? Because we traded it well yesterday. They reported earnings. So then you see them fake out, shake out, blue line, orange line, back above orange, back above blue. And once again, let me explain to you why this is the greatest trade ever. There will be a day where Jimmy's right and everything starts to go down again. When that happens, I don't know. But until it starts to happen, you keep taking the same trade. Fake them out, shake them out, back above orange, above the blue. Because if you're buying at blue and you have a fake out, shake out right underneath, those are your stops. So if you're wrong, or let me say when you're wrong, inevitably, and it rolls, you just have to sell it, because now we understand the concept of accepting that you're wrong. You just don't stay wrong. So when that trade happens that you're wrong about, you sell it here and then the rest there. And you say, well, that one didn't work. It's okay to be wrong. Just don't stay wrong. And that's why I led with that this morning. It's okay to be wrong. Just don't stay wrong. Like people who are shorting silver, like Jimmy. Jimmy's probably still short. Remember when he was talking about shorting silver, when he came onto the show so rudely and interrupted me when I was talking about buying the AGQ at $58 a share? And Jimmy said, oh, now he likes silver. It's a good time to short it. How'd that short at 58 bucks on AGQ work out for you, Jimmy? Probably still short, right? Sure you are. Sure you are. Right out of your mom's basement, right? Oh, by the way, tell your mom I say hello, because I might be your father. Tell her I say hi. So you want to make money or you want to fuck around? I fucked around today and I found out, right? That Tilray short, completely irresponsible. Took a winning trade, turned it into a loss. Just awful. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about buying it inevitably today, because if it doesn't want to die, I guess it's a buy. And actually, maybe we do buy some. But, I'll be looking at some 950s possibly later on today. But on that note, I'm going to go rest. It's been a long morning. Very disappointed in myself. But I'm already over it. I took a nice day and I turned it into garbage. It's just one day. I'm feeling better, which is the main thing. And I hope I see you guys in Vegas. I hope I see you later on today. We're doing a little special at 5 o'clock. And then tomorrow again, all day, we're having the Chart Summit. It's free. All your lovely fan favorites. Katie Stockton, Ryan Dietrich, JC Perret, Steve Straza, Chicago Sean will all be there. And much, much more. So tune in later. We're going to be going over our key concepts, and there'll be more of this from me, VWAP. And again, getting through the frustration of trading is the biggest part. And these concepts of accepting these trades and understanding how powerful VWAP is really important, because when I say, and my symposium is called VWAP Saved My Life, not just changed my career, helped me trade, it literally saved my life as a demented shorter trapped in a market that doesn't go down. And each day I'm reminded, oh yeah, okay, cool. I can't stay short if stocks are breaking back over the VWAP. Good thing I know that now. Jimmy won't accept it. Jimmy, it's been like 13 years. You can't have any money left now, Jimmy, right? Especially after this wonderful silver short that you put on at 58 bucks. It's at 198, right? You legging in now, Jimmy? You legging into that short on the silver? Huh? You keep legging in. I love that phrase of the shorters. We're just legging in. Yeah, you're legging in, right? Your legs are broken. And you're on the side of the road in a ditch right now, Jimmy. Normally I'd feel bad for you, but I don't, because it's people like you that we're making our money from. So good luck shorting. All right. You guys have a great rest of the afternoon. It's nice hanging out with you. Thank you for letting me sermonize. That's a word. I just invented it. And, try to stay focused. We got a long year ahead of us. Earnings season is just getting started. Fantastic trade so far in APLD. Sure, I blew up this Tilray trade, but it worked. A lot of people made money. I didn't, because I'm a schmuck. But it ain't about me, my friends. It ain't about me. Because, man, that was some dumb shit I did on that Tilray trade. All right? Peace and prosperity. Live long and prosper. Be nice to each other. Stay healthy. Eat well. And make sure you get out of the house. Go for a walk. Go for a run. All right? Stretch your legs. Oh, before we leave, one more time. Those are my silver coins, Jimmy. I have so much silver, they just fall out of everywhere. $18 I bought these for, Jimmy. They're worth 100 each now. Sucker. So while we're sitting here, let's take a moment to reflect. And breathe in the VWAP. And breathe out the Jimmy. Breathe in the VWAP. And breathe out the frustration. Breathe in the VWAP. And breathe out the fear. Namaste, my friends. Farewell. I'll see you this afternoon.